All right, so hello friends. I'm here right now with Ryan Kuster, who plays Escamillo in the new Virginia opera production of Carmen. How are you, Ryan?
Doing well, doing well.
Cool. All right, so you got to tell me about Carmen. What makes this show so special?
Well, I'm looking forward to finding that out. This is actually my my first Carmen, so I've never had the opportunity to do the show before. I was involved with the Carmen for Families out in San Francisco, where they did a shortened version in English, where I sang Escamillo in that, and so I haven't had the chance to actually do the entire role.
Okay, so now that you're doing the entire role, which language is Carmen in?
In French.
It's in French.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what is the general story going on here?
There's a soldier who falls in love with a gypsy, who basically says, you know, you shouldn't fall. She says to everybody, you shouldn't fall in love with me, and then he goes to prison because he lets her escape because she cut somebody, and then I meet her, I fall in love with her, and I even chase her, you know, off to the mountains, and she and Jose are having problems at that point. And so then we end up together, and you know, and then I fight and win in the ring, and then Jose comes back and kills her.
Wow. So this is more of a tragedy than a comedy.
Yes.
So, but does it have comedic elements to it?
Not really. I don't think so.
So it's just a straight up raw opera,
yeah,
like one of those real deal classic. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. It sounds very exciting, and I've heard some of the music. It's absolutely beautiful. What are your thoughts on the music to Carmen?
Oh, it's great. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because whenever Toreador, which is my aria, Votre Toast, it's actually he was making fun of a style, and you know, and that was supposed to be kind of a comedy, but that's one of the things that's actually turned out to be one of the most popular numbers. And so I definitely find that interesting. So
how did you get started in the opera world?
Well, I went to Westminster Choir College in Princeton, New Jersey, and thought I was going to be a choral bass. And you know, and I guess it was around my junior year of college, you know, kind of got a little bit more into opera. I mean, the reason why I love choral music is because it's not about me. You know, it's about putting aside my ego, and what initially attracted me to opera was because it was all about me. And then the reason why I fell in love with opera is because it's not all about me. You know, I mean, I really think that it's the kind of the culmination of all the art, you know, of all the arts. You know, I mean, you have dancing, you have music, you know, acting. You know, sometimes there can be, you know, even spoken word, and so it's been a long process since there, but.
Right. So is this particular role very special to you? I mean, are you very pumped up to play it?
Yeah, I am. I mean, I think that it's something that I've been waiting a long time to be able to do this, and I'm currently 32, and I don't know exactly. You know, my voice won't fully develop until I'm about 35. So I mean, I have about 3 more years, and it's something that, you know, my voice has been changing, and over the years it's become easier and easier, and it really feels like that it's going to be something that's going to stay in my repertoire.
Okay, so you are a bass baritone, right?
Yes.
Okay, what is a bass baritone?
A bass baritone, it's really more of a color thing than it is a vocal range. I have you know, I mean, there are basses which are usually a darker color, and I mean, and you do have to be able to sing low, but it's more of a color thing. It really is. And I have a little bit of a lighter and I don't know about lighter, but I have a brighter sound that is more that is similar to people like José Van Damme, George London, and it's just a little bit higher. It's not quite a baritone, it's not quite a bass, but it's just right in the middle there. And so there's, you know, a set amount of rolls that I can do, and then there are a lot of, you know, there are some baritone rolls, there are some bass rolls, and then there are, you know, our bass baritone rolls.
Okay, good. So it sounds like you can be pretty diverse in that whole bass baritone area.
Yeah,
sounds like.
yeah.
Very cool. Well, so what are some particular operas that mean a lot to you, and why?
Don Giovanni. That's something that I had the chance of singing Mazzetto in San Francisco, and I covered Leporello. And then I was hired to do it at the LA Phil to sing Mazzetto while I was preparing to go to Wolf Trap, to go back and forth doing Leporello and Giovanni, switching off performances. So I was preparing all three roles at one time. It was an interesting process. You know, everybody's like, oh, well, how is it, you know, how can you keep, you know, all that recit straight? And it's actually not the recit that's the challenging part. It's the ensembles, you know, where there are all these, you know, these different entrances that you have to make, and you're like, now who am I? And am I on the root, the third, or the fifth?
So it can get pretty complicated up there.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
So what goes through your mind when you are on stage, you're singing your aria, and you know the emotional climax of an aria?
Mm-hmm.
It's a live audience. The spotlight is on you. You got your hair and your makeup, everything. What's going through your mind at that point?
Hopefully nothing. Honestly, it's one of those things that you know, mindfulness is something that I really work on, and you know, that's being present. And I've heard it said that whenever you're present, you're not aware that you're present. So if you're aware you're present, then you're not being mindful. So hopefully I have no idea what's going on, and I'm just in the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Good answer. Great answer there. So let me just kind of sum it up with one final question to you. Why do you think people should go see Carmen?
Because who doesn't want to see an empowered woman die?
And there you have it. Who doesn't want to? I don't know. Well, I will tell you this. We have so many great opportunities to see Virginia Opera's Carmen. It's opening in Norfolk on March 21st. It's also playing in Norfolk on March 23rd and 25th. It's playing in Richmond in April 4th and 6th. And then Fairfax, April 11th and 13th. And then back to Virginia Beach, March 28th and March 29th. So, Ryan, I really look forward to seeing you in this role. I think you're going to do great.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you so much for speaking with me today.
Absolutely.
Okay.